Okay, today I'll be teaching you basic operations on this metalfab press brake. Here is the controller, and I'm going to run you through all of the steps it takes to operate this, to bend up these panels. These are just samples. Step one, turn on the power. That's the main switch. I'm not getting anywhere without that. Step two, turn the key on and push the green button. That starts the pumps, and you will hear it level out within a couple seconds. This is the readout. Cycling it through the options. All of a sudden it has a number. That's in the AP position only. Bottoms out, down. Go all the way back up. And then you're able to adjust the measurements. It will not function. It will not function unless you're in the full up position. So then you can adjust the ram down or ram up, or the back gauge forward or back. So there's this back gauge right here, and pushing those buttons moves that around. Right now I have it set. There's also this fine adjustment tool, and what that allows you to do is to dial in the depth of the back gauge. So the large adjustment moves really quickly. This is a fine adjustment. So right now I have a piece of aluminum T-bar clamped to the back gauge as a stop for the long section of the power panel, and I'll be inserting the short side tool that I did a quick repair on. Someone had rammed in something and dented the tooling, and it had a big old dip in it. Now it looks pretty good. So let me put that in and we'll continue. So we're all the way down. Just to illustrate, you cannot move it when it's in the down position. So we're at 12,079, basically 80. We go all the way up. Then I can adjust things. Pretty good. I need to move this down a little bit. And I'm going to cycle it. So it's in all the way down position now. Now I'm going to tighten the tooling. Make sure it's bottomed out when it's set. I put all new bolts in right here. Some of the older bolts are kind of messed up, a little wallered out. But all of these lower ones that you'll be tightening with are good. Okay. We're going to do a little sample right now. So this is just a section of the actual panel. Here's the actual panel. The sides get bent up first, so let's do that. I'm going to bottom it out on the tool. Press the down button. And I'm gonna get out of the way from the panel. So all the way down, back up. I have it in the zero setting, so you have to push it for it to do something. So because of the length of the material, it's going to overbend it. On a full length panel, it sets it to the perfect angle. So there's a certain amount of resistance. So I'm holding underneath, let it fly, and it's good. So now, set this up. Just reset the tooling. It should drive it right in the center. There we are. Let's measure the settings. These are the actual panels. One of them has a long side. This one's pretty square, but they both have the same end shape. I've set the press brake up to have 2 workstations. This is for the tab side, and this is for the straighter side. Long or short, it does not matter. The operation goes as you bend the straight side first. So here's a sample. We'll be doing this first, and then you'll be moving on to the tab side. So once again, key on, press the green lit start button. Just place this right here. As long as you do this first, it doesn't really matter. You can move this around. Doesn't really matter where you put it, left or right. But I'm going to start here. As long as we're on the tool, we'll be good. Pressing the down lever. I'm only going to push on the tool or on the part until it takes pressure. And then I'm going to release by pressing the down button. We have a nice crisp line. So I've burned up all the samples of the short pieces, but basically I've set it so that the machine indexes the tool on the part right there between the tabs. And then tooling comes down. And the piece flips up. You're done. You can press down again. Press up, and then it releases the part. You're good to go. Okay, last demo, one more time. So when you're folding this piece, it'll be out to here, and as it comes up, you want to be out of the way of it. So I'm going to press on the piece, but I'm not going to hold it. I certainly don't want to get my fingers near the tooling. So just press on it, give it a little bit of tension, make sure the tooling's lined up pretty nice. Press the down button. As soon as it has tension, you can let go, and then you can catch it. So in the same scenario, you're going to watch this thing move on you. I'm going to mock this up as if it was a full sheet. I'm going to press down. And as soon as this thing has tension on it, it's going to start to move. So I'm cradling this, and I'm going to give it a little nudge. It moves that fast. So don't stick your head in the way. Don't sight down it. Don't put your fingers on top of the panel. Let's go back up. Release the panel. If you get in the way, it's going to whack you in the head and potentially bend the panel as well. So that is the general overview of this machine. Metalfab 12-foot press brake with an Estun E20 controller. Turn the key on. Press the green button. In the AP position, cycle it through. You can then, in the AP position, with the tooling in the up position, has to be fully up. When you're fully up, you can then make all adjustments. This includes the back gauge. You cannot move anything around unless you are in the full upright position in the AP selection. So come around until that gives you a large number. We're at 12,000, basically 200 right now. And that's how you make your adjustments. That's about it. Be safe, respect the machine, and you'll have a good time making parts.